Welcome home. We are WNST, AM 1570, Towson, Baltimore. We are Baltimore positive. We are here in beautiful Halethorpe. We're at Honey's Bar and Grill. I smell food. Something's coming out here. It's all brought to you by the Maryland Lottery. I have Raven scratch-offs to give away. I am going to be smelling those candy cane tickets next week. Roz is going to get those to me. We'll have those at Costas next Thursday with Rock and Roll Hall of Famer Gina Shock, John Allen. I'm going to be dragging all friends of Ed Lauer out. There's a rumor Calvin Stathem's going to be coming out doing some gospel tunes with us next week. Joy to the world. I did caroling last night in Edgemere with my 7th grade middle school teachers, 85 years old. Church was packed. We all laughed. We all cried. Our friends at GBMC have kept me healthy and kept me alive through this crazy colonoscopy I had where I had precancerous polyps. Major thing for the holidays. If you're out, you're with loved ones, talk to them about your health a little bit, and our friends at GBMC can help that out. Now, Ruffin Bell is here. As you can see, Coppin State Eagles.
Yes.
I should have worn my Eagles belt buckle, but I wore my Steve Miller belt buckle, and I wore this when Sumi comes out. Her place is called Honey's, and I was trying to think, honey, Sweet Mountain Honey is a Steve Miller song, so I wore my Steve Miller belt, but I should have worn my Eagles belt. How are you, man?
I'm doing well, hanging in there. You know the drill. Happy holidays.
Well, happy holidays to you as well, and some Yuletide cheer. So I invite you out. Everybody knows that Coppin does business with me. Everybody knows I brag about Coppin. But I got to say this. I had a young lady on named Praise last week who is a 4.0 student. She is a quantum physics major, a math major. That's not going to be what you and I are doing today, right? Quantum physics, right?
Nope.
But the fact that goes on that campus, and I had her on last week, and she and I went over the ledge about AI and the uses of AI and how 20, 21-year-old people are seeing AI. And you've been on this campus since you were a student, since you were a baseball player, right?
Yep.
In the coaching space, you run marketing at Coppin Sports. The young people, this AI thing in the last 18 months, just
phenomenal
on your campus, right?
Phenomenal. Our students are phenomenal. We're getting kids from literally around the world, not just Baltimore.
I saw that on the volleyball roster. I'm like, where are you getting these people from?
Yeah, we have, and credit Dr. Jenkins, credit the admissions department. They're finding kids that want to learn. They enjoy the atmosphere at Coppin. They enjoy just meeting the family. Everyone's family on campus. You know the deal.
I know that. I've been adopted.
We've been here a long time.
Kurt Schmoke says, what happened to you? Jenko just brought you in over there. You're an Eagle. I'm like, hey, Coppin.
There you go. You know it.
Well, I've been at this. You were my entryway, and I don't even know. When I tell Dr. Jenkins, I'm like, I think I've been doing Coppin games for like 15 years, maybe like 08, 09, 10, somewhere in there. Ruffin called me and said, I listen to you every day. We want to put our games on, WNST. I'm like, what kind of games? You're like, let's start with basketball. And it really is morphed into this. I know you're bowling coach. I've had everybody on, but this thing I've done with Dr. Jenkins the last 2 years where I'm bringing on people who are teaching economy, people who are teaching history, people that are graduates who are involved in your fundraising, who've been school teachers in this city for a generation. And, when I talked to Brandon Scott, he's like, half my teachers went to Coppin, man. Half of Mervo's staff are Coppin grad because it was a teacher school, but it's so much more than that now.
Oh,
right?
yeah. Coppin is just, like you said, from the time that I was a student to the campus
What year were you a student? 18?
Oh, my goodness.
No, 19. What year?
93.
93. It was
Freshman
19.
Year.
All right.
Freshman year, 93. And, oh my goodness, the campus has just been transformed. But I would say the one thing that has remained is it's still that family atmosphere. Teachers are going to grab you if you're falling astray. We want to see people do well. We're going to pull you by the bootstraps if we have to.
That's what Dr. Jenkins always says. We're going to make sure you succeed.
Yeah.
And they're just not saying that at a big school. They're just not.
But that's always been the Coppin way. That's honestly, it's what's
Back to
kept-
Fanny, right? He was a teacher, right?
Yeah, and honestly, that's what's kept me there. I love it. It's home. My kids have gone to Coppin now, so now I feel old. Right
Well,
now I feel
yeah,
old.
yeah. And I guess from the sports perspective and where we are, and I run into Stu all the Stu did the show a couple months ago. I mean,
He says hello.
Stu
by the
is
way.
family at State Fair and at the Beaumont. When I'm there, he's usually there. The bartender's a great golf buddy of his, and I know Paul. Hey, Paulie. So they're family to me as well. We'll be over there for Cup of Super Bowl as well in February. But so I had Stu on, and then your volleyball team. And Stu got mad at me because I got a volleyball shirt, but I don't have a basketball shirt. I have a Coppin volleyball. They won a couple years ago, and you sent me a shirt.
Yeah, we got to get you
So I got to
this
get
year's
a
championship
25
shirt.
MEAC champions.
Yes,
And
yes.
went out to Arizona, and I had Coach on. It's exciting anytime you win your conference. I mean, at this level, that's what this is about. Is these other schools get more and more funded, and the NIL comes in.
Yeah, and honestly, the ladies on the team, they're great. They're great students. They're great women. You want to cheer them on. And then they play a great game of volleyball. I mean, it is exciting to watch. And then they're not just beating HBCUs.
Oh, I saw they had
they
Maryland
win.
on their schedule. They had
Yeah.
George Mason. They had big schools on their
Yeah,
schedule.
they win. They play. They are here to play. They are here to win. They are here to graduate. They're doing all three. Believe we just had, Steve's going to kill me. I'm forgetting the names, but I believe it was Takenya Stafford and I think Coco Figueroa were named to an all East Coast academic team.
Oh, nice.
I think that went out earlier this afternoon. So the students on volleyball, they do well.
There's plenty to brag about when you win the MEAC, right?
Yeah. I mean, and Dr. Jenkins he's gonna boast for us.
I see him on LinkedIn all the time.
I mean,
He's out in front of it.
He loves the teams. He's at every game. He's up front. He's a great leader for Coppin. He's there.
Well, there's so much energy whenever I'm over, and you get a big anniversary. We had a gala, just all of these things going on. But I know, from the sports perspective, brag on the sports a little bit, other than just volleyball and what else is going on around there. I know baseball's been that's you want to talk about Pete Alonso. I know you do.
We're getting there, but you mentioned one thing, and you talked about golf. We've added golf.
Really?
So we should be announcing the first signees probably, if not this week. Well, it's already Friday, so probably next week. So we will begin a men and women's golf program next fall.
How does the NIL affect you? I didn't talk much to Stu about it. I have definitely talked in the past to women's coaches, women's basketball on your side. I had Pat Scarry on from Towson last year talking about it. I saw Steve Eigenbrot, and I saw one of your counterparts from Morgan, the AD. She was on stage at an event I did about 6 weeks ago where Katie Griggs and Kasashi Brown were there. But the NIL part of this, I can't say I'm interested in it from I want to write a check for the kids or whatever. And I saw that was it Mark Cuban? No, it was an athlete. Who was it?
No,
It was Troy Aikman. Troy Aikman said he wrote a check, and he said the kid never said thank you and left after a year. And I saw that from UCLA. We talk about AI being sort of new, and we don't know what it is. And the NIL thing, I'm not interested in it as a college fan. I'm interested in it as a journalist.
Right.
I'm interested in it as a human, as a citizen, as somebody that's watched every Coppin, Loyola, Towson, small school, Stevenson, try to build a sports program around student athlete. That's what you were.
Right.
You were a student athlete. You
Yep.
weren't going to play for the Orioles, you know what I mean?
Yep,
You
student
were
first,
going, you were going to have a good time. You cared about your baseball. You cared about your grades. But this NIL thing has brought a level of professionalism to all of it that what we saw happen in Mississippi on the football side 2 weeks ago. And I know what a big sports fan you are. You see it more globally. What does it mean for Coppin, and what has it done to your college athletic soul, being a guy who's spent your whole life doing this work?
It's definitely a change. it's still in flux across
we don't know what it is.
across the NCAA. I mean,
But the unintended consequences, has that affected Coppin?
oh yeah, it affects everyone within the conference.
Somebody's
and
too
even,
good, they're gone because you can't
That's
afford
right.
them. Right.
That's right. And just talking to one of our assistant volleyball coaches, he was telling me of another school, mid-major. They were paying 6 women $15,000 on top of their scholarships to play volleyball.
90 grand.
And you don't hear you don't hear that. You hear about football, you hear about basketball, but it's across all
So
the
if
sports.
I bring Coach Walsh 100 grand, I don't have to bring it in a brown bag anymore. But if I bring it to him and say, I want this to make Coppins the best, he could then go out and find 6 girls and offer them 15 grand.
That's
And,
correct.
And that would be the way he would use his money. That's why every coach is using their money in that way.
Yeah, that's now part of the equation, the recruiting equation, and
I don't know where it's going. I just don't recognize it. And it's not for me being an old fart or whatever. I just don't think it's going to be good for any part of it. The optics, my interest, loyalty, building the brand, that if Coppin had to lose a player every year that's your best player, it would become so disappointing to anyone that's not Alabama or Auburn or whatever those schools, Notre Dame, whatever the schools may be.
To your point, we have had fans.
God, that smells good. Stop. You smell it.
Yes,
I smell it too.
It looks great.
I knew this was a good idea coming down here.
We've even had fans, not only just Coppin fans, but general conversation, just asking, why are schools still doing senior days? Generally, when you do senior day, that athlete has been with you 3-4 years. The fans have gotten a chance to know them. But if everyone's one and done, what
value does senior day have?
What is
You're the guys
really
that were
is
here
the
this year.
relationship? Yeah,
Call it you're the guys that are here this year day.
Yeah,
literally.
And you see it.
We'll start with Maryland, right? Just from a basketball perspective right now. If you were with that team last March and with Derek Queen and with the Crab Five, they had a name.
Well, remember, we started off the season against Maryland.
I remember that.
And one of the big topics between both teams, there were maybe only 2 returning players from both teams. That's the new NCAA.
That's untenable. You can't build marketing around that. It's hard.
Everything
It was
is
hard
a
enough
challenge.
before. That's my point.
Everything's
my point was
a challenge.
It was hard before.
Everything's a challenge.
What's good at Coppin right now? Give everybody a little update here because I'm smelling food. I'm gonna get. She got crab cakes. I got egg rolls.
Oh, you're
I should have requested those pot stickers, but I'll maybe get those to go.
You're going to feast.
Man, my wife's
there.
out of town for the holidays right now, so my refrigerator. I've been to Coco's, Fadley's, Coop. I've been to all my sponsors this week, and I've been Pizza John's. I got 2 slices of pizza.
Okay.
Oh man, Costa sent me soup, so I got food. So everybody keeps trying to send me out of places with food.
And lit.
I was at Deep Pasquale's yesterday. Deep Pasquale's.
Hey, you enjoy it.
He's like, what do you want? I'll give you whatever you
Enjoy
want.
it.
I'm like, I just give me one sandwich. So I have half of a prosciutto, mozzarella, tomato, basil, olive oil.
There you go.
Oh,
There
and
you
then
go.
then
Oh, wow.
she thinks that I brought an army out here.
Say it's
Who's
good.
going to help me eat all this? Look at this food up here. Tell everybody what's going on in Coppin. Tell them something good. I'm going to hold some food up here.
Oh, we're getting ready. We're
Those wings. Look at that.
We're a couple weeks away from the start
Dude, is
of
that
the.
shrimp toast?
I believe it
I'm-
is. There you go. There you go. It's good to be the king.
It is. Yeah, I feel like the king right now. Look at
Yeah.
that.
But basketball-wise, we got the MEAC conference about to start up at the beginning of January. UMBC for the men's team is our next home game on December 29th.
Local.
Yeah.
That's local. That's a Beltway game, right?
Yep. So it's always great to have the rivalries. And, of course, January, you can't overlook all the games, but everyone's going to be talking about University of South Carolina, Coach Staley, and the Gamecocks coming up to Coppin State to have some fun. Similar to
that's the big
LSU.
one.
Yep,
Yeah.
that is
What's
the
the
big
date
one.
now?
That is Sunday, January 18th, 12 p.m. tip-off.
They gonna let me in? Can I sit next to Digital?
Oh, you know you're already
No,
on
no,
the
no, no,
list.
no, no.
You're
Hall
already
of Famer, Gary. Hall of Famer, Gary Digital Williams. You know.
Yep.
I mean, we said they put Gary Williams in the Coppin Hall of Fame, and like he went to Merlin. I'm like, not that Gary Williams, Digital Williams.
Yep, he's in the Hall of Fame.
I think that's one of the things about your place. And I've been trying to get Miss Peaches on. Can you work on this for me?
Oh, most definitely. That's
I danced with her at the gala, and she knew about my show and all because she watches, you know. And I told her I want to get her on, so come on.
Oh, yes.
Let's work on that. I'm going
Most
to get Daphne
definitely.
to work on that.
Oh, most definitely.
All right, how's Dr. Jenkins? He's been so busy. I haven't talked to him since like September. I got to get him out.
He's on a roll, so he's doing the.
He's too busy to have a crab cake with me. Come on, Dr. J, what are you doing?
Oh, I'm
Sent
sure
you out
he'll
here.
make a way for a crab cake.
We'll get that done.
I will be happy to sub in his place.
Well, I appreciate you. Coppin State Sports is the way to find everything that they do over there. We've been their flagship for going on a decade and a half, and even more than that, we really like talk. I loved that conversation I had about AI last week with Praise. Because it came at the right time for me. I discovered AI a month ago. I've got a clone. It's all I'm going to do during the holidays is immerse because it's been helping me so much. I'm thinking you're a little younger and fresher because you're surrounded by younger and fresher people all day. So AI came to you before it came to me?
Hey, ChatGPT, Gemini, the whole nine.
How is it helping you? Helping you write, right?
For me, it's more so organizing the stats that I pull together.
Okay.
So when it comes to keeping track who's coming in, it helps me kind of see things a little bit clearer.
It's
or
great
faster.
at comparing and contrasting things and creating charts and saying, like your consumer reports. Tell me about these 3 things, these 5 things, and tell me what I need to know. And like,
there you go. It's doing the thinking for you in some cases, but just being able to have that info and just to pull it all together.
Saving time and adding knowledge. Boy,
there you go.
You could do that. Save time and add knowledge. Every day I'd have more time to eat this food is what I'd have.
There you go.
Ruff, I love you. Appreciate you, man.
Always.
Coppin State Sports. Hey, Coppin, we're out here. You can find him out on the front of Baltimore Positive. Dr. Jenkins owes me a visit because he hasn't been here in a while, so I'm looking forward to having you on, getting you excited about everything that's going on. In the meantime, Daphne keeps sending me people that quantum physics last week. You know what I mean?
There you go. Hey,
Y'all trying to make me smarter.
It's the future. It's the future.
So far, so good, No quantum physics involved here. I got 6 wings. I smelled the shrimp toast, and when they told me that that Sumi's Asian and that they have Asian delights on the I looked at them, but I couldn't smell them on Google Maps when they invited me over here. And Ruffin and I have been talking, and I'm starving right now. We're at Honey's. We're over here in Halethorpe. It's all brought to you by our friends at the Maryland Lottery. Have Raven scratch-offs to give away. We will have the Candy Cane scented tickets next week. My bag will smell like peppermint when I arrive at Costas on Friday. We'll be at Gertrude's on, Costas Thursday, Gertrude's Friday, Planet Fitness Timonium on Monday of next week. And you got anything you want to say about Pete Alonso or the Orioles? I mean, you're an Oriole guy.
Look, that's one piece.
You want a pitcher? You greedy?
Yes, everything's built off of pitching. But then we got to have that offense. So
you a believer in Rodgers and Bradish? I'm Missouri on them right now.
I think we're getting there.
I can't count on them. There. I can hope for them.
Yes.
That's how I feel about that.
I'm with you there. We still need some pieces. We're going to keep hope alive.
West Baltimore guy from Coppin, East Baltimore guy from Dundalk getting together, spending billionaires' money is what we're doing.
There you go.
It ain't my money.
Have fun with it, right?
Buy some pitching for crying out loud, so we can get down here to Honey's and watch the ball game again this summer. All right, we're signing off from here from Honey's for now. We're going to come back in a minute. I am going to learn all about Asian cuisine and Korean cooking and the things that I'm smelling here that the minute that I hit stop on this, I'm going to start eating. We're back for more from Honey's here in Halethorpe. It is the Maryland Crab Cake Tour. I'm Nestor. We're WNST, AM 1570, Towson, Baltimore. Back for more. We're Baltimore Positive. Stay with us.